In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Traralgon Bowls Club for the final game of the Henselite Victorian Open 2024. We have our men's singles final between Scotty BOSCHEN with them orange bowls. That's just jumped on top of the jack. It's Neville Brown. Both playing with Henselite XGs, and I'm joined for the final time these last 10 days. Hi Josh Thornton, how are we, buddy?
Good, Jimmy.
What a shot.
Looking forward to a great match. First end is any indication how we're going to go. Might be here all night. Streaming at 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, I know. Who'd do that? Neil Smiley, the markup. Scotty BOSCHEN, who clearly
Loves orange.
La Carla orange.
The only thing he hasn't done today is actually wear his orange shirt that he normally does.
Correct.
He's got his Koroit shirt on though. Oh,
What a
bowl.
Scotty BOSCHEN. Yeah, you feel he'll be putting a petition into the board pretty soon to change that red to orange on that shirt. So both these players coming through a semi-final this afternoon. Scotty BOSCHEN taking down Matty Curter. Nev Brown taking down Michael Funky.
Michael Funk.
Funky, whatever you want to say. Funk. I've been calling him Funk the whole time and then gone the wrong way there.
Nah, well, a lot of people call him Funky for his nickname anyway, so.
He's holding.
Him and Scotty are actually really good mates. It would have been interesting if they made the final against each other.
They play pairs together then too?
Yeah, they did. Shane Hefner said he even drank Fanta at Mafra.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Like I said, there's the English, yesterday we was talking about him. There's the English soda called Tango, and they used to have an advert, a geezer in an orange suit used to walk around and slap people and say, "You've been tangoed." He literally looked like he'd been tangoed old. Scotty BOSCHEN. Trying to add another here. Doesn't want to create a jack-high width bowl for Nev to find, hence he's come in the back hand.
He might be covering Jimmy.
Yeah, he's got some supporters in the back.
Michael Funk and was it Paris from up that way? Well, actually, Michael Funk's from Minyip, but he's got a holiday house down in Port Fairy. That's how well he knows Bosch. However, the scoreboard will appear when someone's actually scored. Just the first end.
Oh, Nev. Going to flick the front bowl of Scotty's. Don't know if that goes out the head. Possibly does.
Could be 3 still.
Could be. Could also be 2. Could also be 1. The fact that Nev's measuring it makes me think it is 2 or 3. Turn this around, JT.
Sorry, mate.
saw a cracking singles final just before this between Sammy Atkinson and Lisa Phillips. I just get the feeling we're gonna. This is gonna go the full distance. I think they're gonna take shots off each other quite regularly. We're gonna have a close contest.
And it's
The suspense. He needs a 3 to
First
kick us
down.
off. Scotty BOSCHEN.
He was in exceptional form that semi-final.
Well, he started off. He was down to start with. Maddie Cutter was in front of him, and then he went on a mad run in the second third of that game, and then continued that into the final third, and obviously got the win to put himself in the final.
Fair starter again.
It's 125 sections in the men's singles, JT. How's your maths?
Yeah. So that would have been 3 games, unless there was someone less than 3 in a section.
There was, yeah, I mean, there might have been some forfeits here and there.
Yep. So that's, 375 games there. Then knockouts from there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so there was it's around a 128, and there was a couple of missing games there. In terms of buys, I think it was literally 2 buys, maybe 3 buys. 3 buys, it would make sense.
I would have thought, these blokes have probably played close to 8 games, and this would be their 9th or 10th max at this stage of the event. In a singles context.
He's on early here, Scotty BOSCHEN. He's got good weight. He's had good weight both ends. Forcing Nev to play shots, which can make it difficult to then get your weight.
Also a very, very good golfer,
Yep.
Scotty BOSCHEN.
Yeah, he said he had the clubs in the car, but given he'd been so successful in this event, he hadn't had time to get out of the course. As Nev got the journey here, JT to pass this front bowl, gets a good walk off it. Manages to find the shot. Just had very good weight, then did Nev Brown.
If he got past it without touching it, he would have got shot, so that's how close he was anyway.
I'll tell you what, it is warm in this.
I was thinking the same thing. I reckon it's got hotter.
It's just getting warmer and warmer.
Sure, we put those shutters down behind us, and that'll take a bit of the heat away from us.
Joey, yeah, spot on. I said that to Buzz earlier when he sat there in his semi-final game. I said, "Are you the coach, mate?" He said, "Yeah, I am." I said, "What have you got to offer?" And he went, "Moral support."
Sometimes for people, it's just the ability to actually talk to someone and get
Yeah.
something off your chest. Because I think someone that's experienced both these guys probably know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And Buzz just picked up his phone, which means someone's giving him a message that we've just given him a spray.
Oh, Scotty trying to find a way getting rid of Nevs. I think he's got the line with this one though.
Jared, yeah, Sammy Atkinson won the ladies' singles. Not long finish, probably what, half an hour?
Yep.
Yep.
Good spot.
Got to the same bowl again, Nev, but he just didn't slide past it this time. It'll be 1 to Neville Brown. He's off the mark. Hey Dennis, no, definitely on YouTube because I can actually look at it myself right now. I think you find the actual graphic to select on it might have the wrong picture, but it actually clearly says men's singles final in the title.
Start from Nev. A handy reply from Scotty BOSCHEN coming down here, trying to rip at the end. Just floating past that bowl of Nev's, but good home.
Scotty's close to sitting Nev's bowl.
Yep, shot.
There you go.
Yeah, good knowledge that, Damien.
And Dan, she confirmed that it's the wrong graphic. Well, it's not me that does the graphics, Anne, so not throwing anyone under the bus.
Nev Brown repeats the dose of what Scotty BOSCHEN had done before and has made 2 out of that as well. Both dialed in early, both players.
Probably a good shot here for Scotty because that's probably filming a bit of a wall. He can afford to play tight, try and get the jack and or sit that pack. And he's not far away.
Yeah, good areas there. Just hanging around. It's probably a little bit more speed than he would have wanted, I think.
Where did Neville go?
Toilet.
Toilet already.
Say to me before, he's getting old. You don't often see a toilet break mid-end, do you?
Yeah. I think you can wait to the end of the end.
Yeah.
Nev looking like the cover here. He's headed around the back.
Stays up. Scotty will have a look at the tee. That's what he was just doing there.
I reckon you can see potentially both bowls on the forehand, or either hand. I reckon if he actually hit his bowl closest to Jack Eye, they would both go.
Good view from behind the head.
tight, I think.
Yeah, it was out the hand, really. Couple on Nev then. Even us up again on this one, 3 apiece.
2 it is. 3 all.
To be fair to him, he's in good nick for an old boy, isn't he? And I say old boy loosely because he's not that old, but he's far older than me. He's wearing some pretty cool trainers that he got off eBay, I reckon.
I haven't even looked at him.
He's got better shoes than you, that's all I know, JT.
I wouldn't have thought so. Bosch looking pretty close here. What's the stop?
Jack was good as well. You know what, Max? I actually thought the same when, as the players are walking to ground, I was like, what is Nev wearing? But he does have the logo on it.
A tone on tone.
Yeah.
And probably the same with the shorts too.
He does. I actually checked him out because I thought the exact same.
Scotty going to hang? Oh, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Left side.
And knowing Nev,
Oh, sorry, right side.
He's done it on purpose to get people to question it. He's a bit of a walnut merchant, I reckon. He definitely got me because I went over and I was like, what is he wearing?
Yeah, good ball.
Shot Nev. They're both playing well.
Mm-hmm.
You can see why they're both in the final. Nev having a pretty easy section to come out, didn't he? Didn't beat much in this section.
I think he had the easiest section in the whole field.
Took down current state player Brad Orr. Scotty BOSCHEN, funny enough, played our marketing manager Mel's partner. Oh, that is the ultimate result for Scotty BOSCHEN.
Got the little feather.
The absolute ultimate result. A wry smile from Nev.
Nothing from Bosch.
Yeah, he sort of broke his expression there. Hasn't even registered on his face. 3's he made? Or 2? Made 2. a few things like that to go your way to win big finals of singles games.
Oh, look, everybody gets luck.
First bowl pressure on singles is huge. Reasonable opening from Scotty.
He's even a better one, Jimmy. Right on it.
Didn't quite get the touch.
Here's Nev looking. I think he's just a bit high. Right idea, giving it a chance. Scotty Bosch. Not far away. Probably would have preferred to count and be behind at the same time.
Yeah. Nev with a better effort here. Possibly grabs.
Still two. Well, Neil's got the two pedals ready to go.
Hey, Michael. Scotty Boschen's 49.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Actually nearly laid that green bowl over, or blue bowl.
F. Brown's 66.
Right. Cool. Well, Shane, I just got a message from last year's Vic Open singles runners-up, Chris Young, and he said to me that Scotty grew up in Minyip. That's where him and Michael Funk first met each other, and then he's subsequently now moved
to
south, yeah, down that way.
I do like his love for orange, though. His never is just going to go wide of that jack. Still two. Yeah, did it?
Two it is.
7-3.
Afternoon, Michael Rose. Hope you're well, mate. Afternoon, Westy. Still afternoon. I don't think it's evening till 6 yet. That's my theory.
Fair enough. Shot again from Scotty. His first ball pressure has been pretty high in this singles game so far. Second ball pressure is pretty good too, as well. That's another. This one behind the jack.
Afternoon, Bailey. Hope you're well.
This is pretty good opening performance so far from Scott BOSCHEN, especially with jack in hand.
Neville's very close here, Jimmy.
Gets all of the jack. Great shot. Does have to change a lot, Scott, from his one before. We got pretty close.
If he even got to ease and flopped, he'd be very close. Shout out to the guys at the Mobile Club.
You might. It's happened a couple of times in the last few days we've been in with the singles. The markers struggled here, but so that there's fans, like these mini fans that hang from the ceiling, is the best way to describe them here at Traralgon.
Oh yeah,
They give off like a din, like a din of a noise. It's hard to hear in here.
Sean, nobody wants me, so that's why I'm not coming down. Joe, that's been made a few comments have been made of Scotty BOSCHEN this week around his colour coordinated. Even his wristband on his watch. Is it a wristband? That's what you call it, yeah? Is orange.
Wow, Scotty's close here. Bowl or jack is good for him. Gets a piece of the jack. Goes to the side. I feel like he'll hold.
It was a good bowl.
Well, he's in good areas, wasn't he? And it looks like he's holding one. Yeah, marker confirming that. Yellow. Well, one on a measure. The yellow represents the colour that Scotty is on the scoreboard.
Pud, as far as I'm aware, they're using your normal indoor jacks, which are heavier. Hence why they're not moving as far. Bit of room here for Neville, though. Afternoon, Brendan. Hope you're well. How's Nev tracking? think he's nearly going to be good enough, Jimmy.
Yeah, I agree. A bit of room to draw that shot, and he made no mistake. I don't think.
It's 1 to Neville Brown.
Yeah, they're big bowls in this game. All of a sudden, he's 9-3 down if he misses that possibly. Has room to draw the shot, makes no mistake. You sort of expect it with two players getting into this round of pretty deep men's singles like there was at the Vic Open.
Thanks for your kind words, Dave. It's been great down here. Day 10.
Yeah, the big days. We don't help ourselves by going to karaoke till 1:30 in the morning, but you know,
I didn't do anything of the sort.
But we got to enjoy ourselves. Got to have some fun.
I definitely didn't sing anyway, Jimmy.
I know the whole bar was thankful, mate. Handy-ish start from Nev. Shout out from those watching at the Blackburn Bowls Club. It's where he used to play for a number of years. He's been around a bit. He's at Pakenham this season.
David Butterworth wants to know what you're saying, Jimmy.
I didn't sing.
Yeah, well, again, we were all happy for that too.
I just had a few waters on the side. Frustrated with that ball, Scotty JT. I don't know if it was frustration with the sort of his bowl or the way the weight ran down the green. I don't know, but Nev is punishing him with that bowl.
What do you reckon Nev does here? Does he cover or does he try and make it harder?
I think he's had enough touch this end that he can draw with confidence to make it harder and try and tuck that jack behind a bit. But look, it's early days in this game. 7-4. Cover's probably the smarter option. That's what he does. Like, I don't blame him at all for doing that.
It's whether how aggressive Scotty wants to play this shot.
Well, I think Nev putting it there has sort of made him just try and draw it off now.
Got to get down.
Yeah, he's trying. They just sort of hang with
the weight.
Like, whatever he's done is he's possibly...
Yeah,
he has. He's cut a couple out, so it was only one. We ain't far off, Westy. Don't worry about that.
And Lynn, yes, they are both using Dreamline XGs. Backdoored that one, Jimmy.
Yeah. Just got to get shot, JT.
No, I know. It doesn't matter how you get it.
Good areas for Scotty BOSCHEN here. If he's got the pace. He
Yeah, great bowl.
does. I'll tell you what, I've actually enjoyed the crowd here. JT have been extremely fair.
Yep.
They've clapped both sides of the...
Well, it's the way it should be done. I mean, obviously, there's probably people in the crowd that are going to naturally support someone they know and all the rest of it, but I think in general, everyone's just clapping good bowls.
They have. I've seen crowds go very much one way, but a good job. The locals down here, Traralgon, of getting around both players and they play good bowls. Areas for Nev.
Oh, just hit it a bit too far.
Just cooking a bit. Change Scotty's hand, maybe?
Maybe.
Scotty. Made a couple.
Got any Easter plans, Jimmy?
Not really, but I know what I won't be doing. Is anything revolving around the sport of lawn bowls.
Come on, we love it, mate.
I do. Like 10 days at a Vic Open. The love is wearing a little bit thin.
Yeah, I'll probably be having a spell myself.
Might reintroduce myself to the kids when I get home.
Oh, okay. That was looking like one of those ugly ones that rolled a short bowl up 100 yards.
Agenic correct, yeah. You can see the YouTube numbers, you go on there, but it's a pretty average sort of size on Facebook. We normally double it plus a few more on YouTube. That seems to be people's preferred watching method these days. Now everyone's clocked out to get YouTube on the big TV. Great numbers for the women's singles final before this and the semi-final this morning. Duct tape for the boys pairs final. I was doing some other work, but I didn't see what the numbers were there, but generally been pretty good.
Yeah, Scotty tracking here. Looking close, Jimmy.
Yeah, mate.
That should count. Neville's disappeared again.
He'll find himself 3 down when he comes back from wherever he's gone.
Take a seat, Bosch.
Here he is. Two or three? Two, I think. Three.
3 it is. $10-5. Yeah, look, most of our supporters are definitely down one end. We've had a few disappear after the ladies singles final.
You know what, yeah, it's a smaller crowd here than it was for the women's singles final.
We're going to have a double commentary change in a second.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, am I getting that as well?
Yeah. You happy with that?
Mate. Does that mean we can have a cheeky one?
We're going to bring in the Rogers
I'm going to bring in the youngsters.
and the Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson Cromie, Sammy Rogers coming your way right now.
Bit of young enthusiasm.
All right, we're back to take you through the next little part of this intriguing men's singles final. Not sure, but we'll find out shortly. I think that's the right one. Don't know if the boys already mentioned. I'm back. More importantly, we've got Ocean Grove's Tyson Cromie with us.
Hello,
Hopefully I've
Sammy.
given you
How
right the
going?
headset. That is right, it's a little quiet.
Good shot there from Brownie.
(10-5) the lead the way of Scotty Boschen.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good tournament, Scotty. Probably a little bit underrated within the bowling community.
Nev Brown as well, been in some very handy form. Just getting through his quarter-final game last night, twice against Dan Kieran. Was game down, 3 down, and managed to get second shot and then win the following end to get through. Then a good win against Mick Funk in the previous round, 21-12.
Funky had been playing pretty good too.
Yeah, there's another man who's been game down. It's been so close this men's singles for this year's Vic Open. Fine margins. And the same can be said here in this final. No idea who's holding shot here, Tice. You see an indication from the marker or anything?
No, I haven't seen it, but looking from where we're sitting, I'd probably favour Nevs. Scotty would be looking to come down, see the bowl, little touch on the jack. Couple of options there. Looks to be just under.
Yeah, played nice speed to shot pole through.
Yeah, judging by that, I'd say he probably is one down.
Yeah, probably knew that was half a chance to make a couple, leading 10-5 already. How's Nev going here? If he's already holding, imagine this would be a pretty conservative draw. But if he's down, he has a nice shot of his own on the back end, doesn't he?
Yeah, split of his and Scotty's, get his own through the jack. Couple of options as well. Just got to make sure he gives it a chance. Nev probably just needs this one just to sort of keep it pretty tight on the scoreboard. He doesn't want to lose this one. And
Yeah, dropped a pretty sort of soft 3, wasn't it, the previous end?
yeah, well,
Not soft, probably Scotty actually played 4 real good bowls. It's probably been a bit unfair.
not a mile away. Or he may
Oh, he
have
just turned it over the
away.
jack. Reckon he's one down? Hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard
the
to
worst
tell
spot.
from
You had
our
the
angle.
best spot in the house before. Always a bit tricky up from down in the commentary box.
I think Nev favours his own, but
Scotty won't be giving that away. Fair chance we take a closer inspection twice. As we do, mate. We saw you on stream early today. Not quite the result you were after. Oh, you're in it for a long, long way. It was a great match to call.
yeah, no, not, as you said, not the result we were after, but probably outplayed by a team that was probably just that fraction better than what we were in the end. Jay and Chris obviously played quite well and deserved victory in the finish. But to my teammate Pidge, it was a fantastic tournament to play with him, and loved every minute of the event. So well done to BV and their crew.
Very good, mate. Could have gone either way. All four of you guys played exceptionally well. It was an enjoyable game to stream and commentate on.
There's
After
Neville
all of that,
Haynes
it's
on.
won the way of Nev, is it?
Yep. Old nifty Neville.
Don't need to update the ends here. First to 21 in this men's singles final.
Scotty's hit double digits first, which is often a nice one to get. Just means you're nearly halfway there.
Yeah, especially in just the 21 up games. I'll be honest, I sort of haven't seen a lot of the first half of this game, but I'm assuming you've watched more than me. What's the go with the lengths? Who's trying to play what, or are they still sort of feeling each other out? Is there a clear tactic from either early days, or?
Oh, they're both sort of playing a medium sort of style length.
Yeah.
Neville more of a shorter medium, and Scotty more of a longer sort of a medium length end. So there's probably about 3 metres difference between the two of them, but neither are really sort of testing the limits yet.
Of course, no time limit here for our final. Just first to 21.
Great shot there by Neville, getting right to the front of the jack. Scotty will be looking to arrive, just sort of try and pop the jack out a little bit to give himself a chance with his next one.
Pretty fair attempt as
Not a
well,
mile
Toss.
away.
Get a little bit of the jack out.
Oh, a little bit stiff in the finish, really.
Yeah, a little bit more of the bowl, or misses the front of the bowl. He snicks the jack out into the open.
Perfect weight though. Now if he springs that jack, it's going straight back to his last bowl. Neville's probably looking to just drop inside. Scotty's back on. He doesn't sort of want to leave anything just in front of Jack Eye.
Yeah, one on a measure so he can play a high line here and try and just get to his own or get back to the last bowl.
Looks like he's played it pretty well.
Yeah, he doesn't want to open anything up.
Yeah,
Oh, played it well, didn't he, Tice?
Great.
Just in behind.
yeah, that's a great shot. Be interesting to see what sort of weight Scotty plays here, whether he just tries to sort of land the bowl through the jack or whether he goes a bit more positive.
Wasn't far away with his last at all. Not a bad attempt here either, Tice. Has he gone better this time around?
Oh, 2 great shots for
That is an exact repeat of
not
his
much
second bowl
result.
there. A little slide off the shot bowl and runs on and still a couple down.
Can think himself a little bit unlucky there, but we are respot here, so does give himself another option that if he wants to play that bigger weight with his next, he can.
Well done, Jim, says Joe Gigio throughout the days of commentary. 10 days in a row. Mate, he's hardly been on. I reckon he's been on for about 1 game combined after all the little stints he's had. It's been JT putting in the long hours. Now all the staff have done well.
Clever shot
As
there
well as-
from Nev.
Our ambassadors and yourself, Tice, who have jumped on to give us a job out for commentary over the last week and a half. Yeah, what does Scotty play now? Couple down, doesn't have the spot.
I think he's just going to play that tough shot again.
Same
and try
bowl
and
again.
Spring the jack.
Got a couple there waiting. It's gone out of the hand.
Doesn't
Not
mind
miles
it.
away again, mate.
He's a little bit more this time too. Oh, he's
Yeah,
just
that's
hung
what caused it
wide.
not to get back in time. Alright, so it looks like it'll be the 2, and the back-to-back ends the way of Nev Brown. Brings things back to 10-8. Our men's singles final, 21 up.
Yeah, the momentum's probably just shifted a little bit, although he's behind on the scoreboard. By a couple of shots, Neville's got a little bit of a run on here. You're looking to win that extra end here and just put that pressure right on Scotty. On the flip side, Scotty will be trying to get the map back.
Yeah, Scotty only won 4 of the opening 10 ends. That was in number 10 just played. Has picked up a multiple every time he's scored though. A couple of 2s and a couple of 3s. In contrast, Nev has only been able to generate 1s and 2s.
Pretty handy starter there too, just in front of the jack. Just pinching it a little bit there, Scotty.
And for yourself, Tice, it's a busy period on the bowls calendar. What do you got lined up in the next couple of months?
Sure is, mate. Obviously, the Vic Open is finishing up as we speak. Head into City Country and then into State Champions Week. So, busy sort of month of bowls, and then hopefully get a little bit of a break before we head up to the AO in June.
Plenty to look forward to. I'm sure we'll see you on our live stream up at State Champs Week.
Neville plays another goodie there.
Yeah, definitely got a little momentum now. Scotty with work to do with his 3rd bowl. Just needs to give it a chance. Just if he misses past. Same sort of bowl to his first 3. Well, big chance here for Nev to put one right on top of the jack.
You'd be disappointed with that, Scotty.
Although the boss might not be too happy with you running around playing all your state events and AO. Wouldn't mind you doing some work, he reckons, in the comments.
Better watch what I say there.
Yeah, good. Let's set the better. Has Nev done enough here for... He's drawn these shot. They're holding 3 and a good 3 at that.
Big bowl in the context of the game here.
Just got to draw the shot, yeah?
I think so. He's had 3 bowls short, so...
Far away, he's picked the line thereabouts. Yeah,
Just got
2 foot away.
Yeah, 2 feet on his last tee. He goes pretty close. Even if he cuts it back to 1, doesn't want to drop a 3 here.
See out the right speed this time.
He just needs a jack. Snuck past.
To drop in, has it gone too far? It might still be 3. And all of a sudden, wait for marker Neil Smiley to confirm. Yep, it is the 3 for the first time in this final. Nev Brown has hit the front. 11 shots to 10.
This is where Scotty probably just got to try and slow the game down a little bit. Whether that's head off to the bathroom, go fill up your water bottle. Just try and stop the momentum that old Neville's got here. It's giving him a bit of an opening there, probably a yard away from the jack.
He's stuck with this sort of, it's pretty short length with the Matt and Jack both at the top of the line. Scotty would be keen to win the end and change that up, just change something, yeah.
Still hasn't really nailed it though, so gives Scotty a second look here. Clears past his own with a yard. He's pretty close.
Nathan Lewis hasn't missed a Vic Open stream for 10 days straight, I don't reckon, Dice.
That is a
He's
fair effort.
He's back in the comments. Good afternoon to you, Chibba. What's happened there then? Anyway, back to the Lawnies. Nev's giving up trying to draw on the back end.
He's pretty
Open
close.
hand here.
Great
Needs to
shot,
run all the
middle
way.
ground.
Yep, that'll do it.
Scotty might have to follow him here.
Last ball goes to fall down. Still
It's on a bit
just
of
hanging on.
a funky angle there.
Let's see if Scotty can get another one in the area. Miles away.
Just needs it to hang.
Needs it to run.
Oh yeah, you're right, Sam.
And a little bit of both.
Be a bit frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, he gets him another second, but Nev's first two bowls now come right into the game.
Yeah, very much so. Scotty's got to be a little bit careful with the weight of his next shot. Nev will be looking to just tidy it up a little bit. Jack around the corner. Sneaks past and sits Scotty's bowl. Looks under.
He hasn't really given him much of a chance under the line. Oh. Well, Scotty's still a couple of seconds. Tough shot on that hand to sit the bowl through at that angle. He gets a little bit of Jack and the bowl, still a couple.
Tough shot to play on this green. Sort of very weight critical with how much your bowl turns. He's got a little bit on this.
Yeah, he'll have to with that line.
No, he doesn't.
Under, and it's another way, another end, the way of Nev Brown. That's 4 in a row now, Tice. He now leads 12 shots to 10. The men's singles final. This is 2024 Hensel Vic Open. 21 up. No surprise with the map position once again for Nev. A few comments coming in. A few people worried about Buzzy. Looks a bit parched behind the rink there. He's got a bottle of water next to him. I think he'll be right. Of course, out there on coaching duties this evening. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know how much coaching
Yeah,
he's doing.
yeah.
I think he's probably there for his good looks more than his coaching.
Coach for Scotty BOSCHEN, that is, and Brown in the area with his first bowl just underneath the line.
That's one tactic Scotty can use is go and sit beside Buzz. Ask him what the
Take a little bit of
weather's
extra
doing outside.
yeah, that's
Just
it.
try and clear his head a bit. Oh, that's not a bad option either.
Yeah.
Just get on the front of the jack.
Forces Nev into an early change of hands on what is the 13th end. Of course, ends are relevant. Just got to get to 21 first.
Just hasn't quite chucked it. Done a pretty good track.
Right, the way Scotty's first one is sat, and the last bowler Neville force him to change to the backhand as well. Definitely here.
Just needs to hang.
Just here.
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought it was quicker than that. Well played.
It's
In for a
two.
couple. Definitely more positive here from Nev Brown, looking to change something up. He's got rid of the second shot. So Scotty BOSCHEN needs to try and repeat his second bowl. Get another one in the area. And more importantly, try and not build much of a target.
Just needs to hang on.
Sits in here, these he's okay, or the last bowl.
It's probably 2.
Yeah, based on the reaction, Scotty thought that one turned more than he would have liked it to, but it's still second shot, as you said, Ty. So over to Nev with his last bowl at the end. Couple light, just try and sit through the shot bowl here or turn it up over the jack.
Yeah, a couple of feet. Obviously Scotty's got the back one, so can't go too big.
Can still afford to play similar weight to his last one, I guess. He's lining up forehand here.
Yeah, he's probably trying to pop it to his one out the side there, maybe. Don't really know.
I've seen worse attempts, but needs to move a little bit.
Couple balls rattled around, but I think it's still 2.
Still a couple. It was 4 ends in a row the way of Nev Brown, and all of a sudden, Scotty BOSCHEN can reclaim the lead here. If he's able to add this one in with his last.
More importantly, though, I think holds on to this and changes the length.
Changes something a little bit. Yeah, Nev Brown is getting a little bit of a groove there. Starting to group his bowls well on the draw.
Oh, and his speed here. He hasn't chucked it.
It's the right line for it as well, Ty, so it'll just be the 2. And this back and forth final continues. Nothing separating these two. Locked at 12 apiece. Let's see what Scotty does with the mat here. Stops the run of 4 ends in a row the way of Nev Brown. And as you predicted, Tyson, this mat's gone all the way back. The back of the 2 metre mark.
Probably would have wanted
Jack's still
that just
top of the line. He would have liked
touch
that.
longer.
Yeah, even if you get that halfway up the line, probably would have been good. Nevertheless, it's a change of mat placement, so we'll see who can jump on early.
Sometimes that couple of metres makes a big difference. Just needs to start getting that first bowl up.
Yeah, if he's able to get that first one past and then work back from there.
It's much easier to
Much
take
easy-
weight
yeah.
off than it is to try and add. Neville, pretty good weight there.
It's a pretty good opener. Yep.
Fair reply there
That's
from Scotty.
exactly the response he was after there, Scotty BOSCHEN. Goes all the way back to the line. No messing about from Nev Brown on the mat here. Coming straight on.
What
Just
do we
gotta
know, mate?
Fix up his track.
Talk about correction, he's just drawn virtually a back hopper.
Yeah, clearly easy to add a couple metres and nail the line and put one right on it.
Neville with a fair response, just needs to hurry a little. Pretty similar from Scotty, just sneaking past.
Just after it, slight correction for speed here. It's Nev Brown with his 3rd bowl this end.
Can afford to give it a chance, it's a back one.
Getting down from out there.
It's close.
Oh, trying very hard. Don't mind that weight. He gave it a chance. Scotty BOSCHEN just asking for the situation. Holding 1. according to our marker, Neil Smiley. He's put his finger up there. Don't know if he forgot he has paddles, but anyway. All right, I think last bowl here for Scotty BOSCHEN. Doesn't want to leave anything for Nev to work off.
Touch on the jack makes 3. Just needs to get down.
Seen worse efforts.
A little bit stiff.
Whoa.
Still may count.
Just fell down and touched the shot bowl. Shot bowl still standing. Makes it harder to sit that through now, doesn't it? Locked right in.
It may.
Don't know if it's second shot or not. Can't split them. One and a look.
It's always difficult to tell with another bowl sort of in between the jack and the one in the measure.
There's the line on 6 of these 7 bowls. Absolutely spot on. Played on this backhand side, the broadcast side if you like, but we have got a couple rinks of space. Nev Brown with his last.
Got a bit on this.
Makes a little bit of contact on the shot bowl, stands it up and then falls back in by the looks of it.
Don't think it's made much difference. I think it's still one and a look.
Be a couple ends in a row the way of Scotty BOSCHEN, as he hasn't picked up a single in this match yet. He only won 5 ends.
Coach Barrow breathing in the big ones in the background. I think he's actually more nervous than
He's getting
Scotty.
nervous. He looks nervous. Alright, so Scotty BOSCHEN will retake the lead of this match. This men's singles final, is it a 1 or a 2?
Looks like 2.
I reckon you're right, but I want to see the paddles go up. Very good, Tyson. It is a couple. Where's Scott BOSCHEN? Couple of 2s in a row. Retakes the lead once again. Goes back and forth the whole game. Leads 14-12. First to 21 is men's singles final.
Scotty running a similar length again. Matt back on the tee. Jack sort of top of the line.
Both the guys played a pretty good end. Yeah, probably the first bowl by both of them they missed out, but then was able to grip the next 3 after that really, really well.
Fair opener there from Scotty. About a foot short.
Of course, the Vic Open prize pool this year extended to over $100,000. Boys are playing for $7.5 grand prize money here as well as the title. Just pulling out. We saw this at the previous end. Not sure if Scotty's sticking with the forehand here. Previous end going this way. I think the players preferring this side of the rink, but forced to change when necessary. Just overcooked this one. Gets back to the line and still okay.
No, it's moved over half a rink from
Correct.
when I played on it, but this sort of broadcast side of the rink was just a fraction kinder than the other side. Trust the line a bit more.
Yeah, we saw a few turn back real late when we sort of gave up on them from the commentary box and had good finish if you had the right speed. He's never got enough to turn his own, not quite. In fact, a bowl shorter.
Scotty, we're looking to capitalise here.
Similar weight gives it a chance to turn his own up onto the jack. So he got this time around. Going to get back to his own bowl or miss and get back to the jack.
Well. Great shot, Scotty.
A little bit of both, willing his last bowl to fall down, and it does. Eventually, it took a while too.
Not much of a target there.
Nothing to play out here. Are you changing over and drawing on the backhand now with 2 bowls? Or are you trying to sit the one just a bowl short of Jack high?
It's probably just a matter of which hand you're more confident on. 2 down, if you crash into the front, you're not going to be any worse. Sneak past and sit Scotty's bowl, you probably get shot.
Better wait here.
Just under the line, I think. No.
Oh, does enough.
Great shot, Neville Brown.
Gets up to the shot bowl in time and falls in. Turns 2 down to 1 up. Any options for Scotty? It's a good little head, this. Not a lot to work off once again. Both the guys have absolutely nailed the line. Second in a row.
Looks like Scotty's sticking with the forehand.
Oh, searching weight, trying to get his own bowl through the shot bowl, is he? Or
Have to be, if he's playing forehand.
he's probably just maybe underplayed it just a fraction.
Or he might have knocked out for 2.
Got unlucky there, now 2 down.
Maybe not a lip reader, Sam. A little bit frustrated with that one.
No, he's kept it on the low. Nothing compared to the previous game, I don't think. I think you boys heard that from upstairs. Alright, so Nev all of a sudden, with a big bowl with his third, a big conversion, now has a chance to possibly add in a third and regain the lead once again. What can he come up with? Might be under the line this time. Is it Tice or is it past the front?
Oh, good shot, but a slightly favourable result there.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you play good speed and in the area, and the little slide helped you get all the way there. There it is. It is a 3. The lead changes once again. Nev Brown back in front, 15 shots to 14 in this men's singles final.
It's all happening, Sam.
And you were calling for this about 20 minutes ago, Tyson, and Scotty BOSCHEN has run away.
Oh, I think it's a good idea.
A little bit of a break just to change things up, reset yourself.
Especially with the prize on the line.
If Brown hasn't messed about, he's popped the mat back where he wants it, at the top of the line.
He's rolled the jack a bit longer than
He has,
what he has been.
yeah. That run he went off on 4 ends in a row. That Matt was in this position, that Jack at the top of the line. No mess about here, so he's going to play his first and then wait for Scotty to come back. Is there any tactics around this if you're playing where your opponent goes for a break? Do you wait for him to come back, or do you go play first bowl straight away?
Nah, I reckon play your first bowl. If they walk back and see it on the jacket,
On top of the jack.
you go,
Yeah.
crikey, what do I do here?
It's a pretty fair starter as well. Just in behind.
Scotty taking his time, not rushing, which is good. Understanding the moment.
Yeah, all of a sudden that 21 shots is creeping up on us. There's been a few numbers the last 4 or 5 ends the way of both the boys. 15-14 the way of Neville Brown.
Don't mind that, giving his first bowl a chance. Just laying his bowl down.
Yeah, a little bit sneaky. Got a little flick on the way through. Lays it flat.
Looks just under the line.
Trying to hold on.
It's a fair attempt.
No, you're right. It went the last little bit.
Another bowl in the mix. giving himself a couple of options with his next one. Would have liked another 2 feet on that track. I think he's pretty similar.
Yeah, very similar indeed.
Not a mile away, but
But got a couple of seconds, possibly. Nev Brown still with his last bowl at the end to come.
I think Neville likes a little bit of me time on the camera as he struts back down the other end.
I was more giggling at the fact that the super coach sitting behind the rink is just scrolling through the Facebook comments and keeping an eye on what everyone's saying about him.
Maybe he's trying to get a bit of advice for something that he can give Scotty. Not sure there's much wisdom between those ears.
Forehand drawing, needs to add another one in, still does Nev Brown.
I don't think he's chucked it to him. Don't know if he was trying.
I didn't want to say anything in case it doesn't. It seems far too short to have missed his weight by that far.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe he doesn't know what he was doing.
It's a interesting shot choice if he's gone the block, to say the least, because it hasn't blocked a whole lot. If Scotty goes to bowl here,
Scotty staying on the back
sticking
end,
on the back end, okay.
trying to touch a jack.
So you can see the boys a few times they've favoured this side of the rink.
He's not a mile away. Just needs to hang. Oh, 3 very similar bowls.
Oh, it stopped at jack high. I still think it's gone too far for mine. Nev doesn't seem all that convinced though.
No, I'm probably
He's
going to
having
go
a good look. It might not be far away. Last bowl from being shot.
I think I'm going to go against you, Sam. I reckon he's snuck shot out of that. Opting for a measure. Must be
Yeah,
close.
Possibly Nev maybe favours his down. Anyway, we'll check it out. It's in the area 3 times there. Scotty BOSCHEN just drifted late. The last one had the best speed of the lot. As it hung around for shot bowl. Not really sure what's happening. Catch what's going on here. Umpire.
After all that.
After all that. What do we got? We got the laser measure out for this one.
Yeah. He's fixed his mistake there. He's not mucking around.
It's a big shot in the context of the match, but as well as who gets the mat, because both the lads clearly favouring different lengths. They're going with the sort of mat at the top of the line, jack at the top of the line, although he did roll it a bit further. This end we just played.
Did you see who Neil sort of favoured when he measured, or?
No, I didn't get any indication at all. I'm just going off the fact that Nev Brown wasn't overly convinced. Sort of tricky to tell. Usually I'd favour the flat bowl, but the angle that Scotty's... Oh, there you go.
One to Neville.
There you go. Flat bowl wins it. Picks up a single. Goes 16-14 ahead now. Couple ends in a row. It's a good end to get after picking up 3 the previous.
Stating the obvious here, but
yep.
big couple of ends.
Yep. That is stating the obvious, but it is.
Neville gets
21 up.
Neville gets his end. He's within striking distance of the title. Scotty will be looking to wrestle that momentum just
Yeah.
back in his favour.
Yeah, well, he's only won 2 of the last 8 ends. This is Scotty BOSCHEN. Nev Brown with the momentum, but only a 2-shot lead and still has to get another 5 to take out this men's singles title.
Still
It's been a great
anyone's
game. Yep. No surprise, Tice, that length of end here, where the mat and jack is situated.
Not on a bad angle.
Yeah, it's probably the first time where Scotty's given
Great
himself
bowl,
a
Scotty
real,
BOSCHEN.
real good chance with his first bowl and picks up the jack on the way through.
Good things happen when you reach the jack, Sam. Give yourself every chance. Bit of support coming in the comments for both the boys.
Tell you what, just needs to run this one out. Oh, and it has
great
all the
effort.
way up to the bowl. It's a great second shot. Doesn't really give himself anything to work with though, despite
Surprised
drawing
Scotty's
such a good
changed.
bowl.
He's played such a goodie with his first.
Yeah, and given they've seemed to favour the other side of the rink as often as possible, and drawing it, I might have thought he'd play something similar. Might block the hole now on the forehand as well, so they're just trying to work out the gaps between the shot bowl, second bowl, shot bowl and the jack, whether it can be, the shot can be drawn on the backhand.
Give himself a chance, potentially turn Scotty's a couple of rolls out too.
How's he going here? Does he get a piece of the shot bowl?
Great shot.
A shot, does it turn it far enough? I'm not sure it has.
Yeah, Mark hasn't
Scotty,
stuck
well,
the
Scotty
paddle
BOSCHEN
up.
wasn't even interested in knowing if he was up or down. He was already on the mat ready to go.
The fact that Neil didn't stick a paddle up, I think it's still Scotty's.
Doesn't want to turn this in.
Oh, well, that's taken the measure out of it.
Very sneaky indeed, wasn't it? Wasn't far away from turning Nevs all the way up onto the jack. Rips under. And falls back in to make sure of the shot.
Not the way he probably anticipated it, but nevertheless, he's got shot.
Did you say a couple bowls ago, got to be up to get the shot?
That's it,
He's
exactly
up there.
right.
Over to Nev Brown, see if he can reply with his last bowl at the end.
Not a mile
5 away from victory. Is he getting down for the jack?
How far is it
Oh,
gone?
I'm not sure. Terrible angle to be trying to work it out as well, Dice. We'll go off the players and mark his indication.
Favouring Neville's back 1 for 1. Still a couple of feet here for Scotty to draw the shot. You back him in to get shot or not?
Are you asking me or telling me?
Asking the question.
I'll back him in to jump over on the forehand and draw that.
He's really got to only clear those front bowls by probably a foot. Fair angle, all in his speed.
Just needs to settle. Never looks like doesn't want to touch the jack. Oh,
Well, judging by that reaction, he had one. Oh well, nevertheless wins the end. Gets the mat back and back to, I'm assuming, that longer length.
yeah, he sort of those last couple ends here where he won. He put the mat all the way back, and then I'm not sure if he was intentional to leave the jack sort of at the top of the line or not. See if he tries to go a bit further with this one and stretch things right out.
I think he wanted it to go the whole way.
Yeah, he looks disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sort of gave her that little hurry on with his hands. Doesn't matter now. It's all about the one in his hand.
Great couple ends of bowls, head changing up all the time. Very worthy of being at singles final. Although that is an exact repeat of his first bowl coming back in this direction when he had the mat last. Just missing the weight.
Neville's still probably that 2 feet out. Allowing Scotty second crack at this. He's capitalised pretty well too. Just sneaking past the jack. Good shot, Scotty.
Exact repeat of what we were saying about last other end coming this way with the adding weight aspect, and he's made it look easy again. It's right back to the line. Great correction.
Just needs to
See,
drop.
throwing another one in. It's getting down late.
Maybe 2.
It's gone to full. Eventually did. You'd think that's a couple. Yep.
Neville asking how far past his bowl was. Just
Great line with his first couple. Just got to find
trying
in
to
between weight, really.
trying to make that correction. Splits the difference. He's probably pretty close to the front of the jack. Just sneaking high again.
Same sort of bowl. In fact, probably end up adding a foot. So half a chance here for Scotty BOSCHEN. He's got to go and throw another one in.
What do you do? Neville's got the two backies. Do you put the pressure on, try and draw under the front of the jack?
You'd think Nev would be drawing, but at the same time, you don't want to leave the option for him to just fly at the jack and pick up an easy couple at this stage of the game.
He needs to rip hard here.
Getting down to the line.
Yeah.
Well, that's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, good shot. Leaving nothing jack high. Indicated 2 by our marker there. Scotty's having a good look himself.
Maybe Scotty favours the third.
We always favour our own Sam. Wasting no time. On the mat, chucked it down. What's he done here? Oh, great shot, Neville Brown.
Just draw the shot. That easy. 1 and twice. Only 4 away now.
Yeah,
Can win the game this end.
within striking distance of the Victorian Open title for 2024. Still think there's a few twists and turns left in this match, Sammy. Fair start there.
He doesn't think Ned's winning.
Not a terrible response either from Scotty. Just slipping under. just needs to
Yeah,
hold
just
on.
hasn't thrown it, I don't think. All the speed. That's going to make it harder to get the 4 he needs to win the game on this end.
Yeah,
Still a chance.
you don't want to get too greedy and try and get it in one end though, Sam. As nice as it would be. Oh, I think he might have drawn shot there.
Brad Pavey in attendance this afternoon as well, Tice. Only what, another half hour?
Yeah. He's our current
Holds the title
Victorian
of
Open
current Vic Open singles. Nev Brown is just about added it. I was going to say added a second. What is it? One. Draws the shot. Indicated by our marker Neil Smiley. In
Paddles had a fair run in the
repping
in
his
the
BA uniform there.
Yeah.
All kitted out. Very, very nice. Paddles, you were saying?
Yeah, Paddles had a fair run in the mixed pairs.
Very fair run all the way to the semi-final. They had some tight finishes in the knockout rounds as well, didn't they, to get there?
Yeah, very much so.
Cracking effort and run into the eventual winners.
Yes, Sophie Kurzman and Dylan Fisher were in red hot form that day. Worthy winners of the mixed pairs.
Snap was looking to add a second title to his Vic Open campaign this morning in the pairs. Someone knocked him off. Who was that? Well done.
Brett
That was a
Marnie,
that was
I
a
think.
good win in the semi-final. I was watching that.
Yeah, no, fantastic game against Dylan Matteo this morning.
That was a high quality game that way. You almost wish we could stream more games. There's also plenty of action as there is.
Needs to nick the jacket. Oh, that's stiff.
Doesn't go with it. Draws a toucher and still one down.
Stiff result, but gives himself plenty of options with the next one.
Any chance of making a 4?
Slim to none, I think, yeah, mate.
You always try and win the game if you can. Maybe draw a second, hey?
I think he needs to give his own a friend, otherwise he could find himself 4 down.
Yep. Give it a chance. He's going to play up to his own.
Ideally, if he doesn't sort of get second or third shot, he wants it past at least.
Just to cover any jack movement.
How's he going, Sam?
Yeah, not a mile away. Just needs to get either side of this orange bowl.
Snuck
Oh,
past.
that's pretty handy.
Scotty.
Still probably has a few seconds.
Yeah, probably 2 and a look. Can't sit the bowl clean. Switching over to the backhand.
He's going to try and land this through
Probably-
underneath.
Yeah, allows him to play a frac. Oh no,
Oh,
he's just
wow.
ripping it.
Wide, not over.
Oh no.
What's happening there? Fair bit happening. Absolutely no idea what's ended up happening.
I think it's 2 to Neville. Don't know what to say to that.
You reckon it's 2?
Yeah, I do. I think the back one's shot and it's measured between the 2 front ones.
See if Scotty concedes.
Little bit stiff in the end, but
He missed what he was going for, and then after that, it's just a complete lottery, really.
yeah.
One shot. I have Neville Brown. And one closer to victory, taking out the men's singles title for this year's Hens and Light Vic Open. Still go either way here. Tice Nev Brown has won the last 4 or 5 ends.
Yeah, we've seen a few momentum shifts, so anything can happen from here on in.
This is end number 20. Scotty BOSCHEN's only won 7 ends for the match.
Yeah, makes things a little bit more difficult, but
Still in it.
when he scored well, so
Yeah.
who knows,
Yeah,
one or
he's-
two ends
Has
and
been able to generate numbers earlier on in the game.
one or two more ends and who knows.
Now might be a good time to string a couple more together.
Just sneaking past the jack. Not a bad opener from both players there. Good to see a few people still hanging around to watch this match.
Yeah, a few people inside the clubhouse have come down on their Thursday afternoon as realised there's $7,500 on the line in a Vic Open singles title and have made their way out to see what it's all about.
They're not missing out either. Boys are playing quite well.
Yeah, not the time Scotty Potion wanted to be under the line and speed. Nev Brown, you'd imagine, would add a third here based off his first couple of efforts. Just needs to
hold
run
the
it
line.
out.
Oh,
All right. All of a sudden, game down, and Scotty going to take an extra second or two.
I think he might rip this on the backhand.
I reckon he's going to go wait.
No, he's proved me wrong.
He's still got two left. Room to draw the shot, or at least cut a few out.
He's
Oh,
on a
Tice,
mile
this has
away.
got to be the shot bowl coming in, doesn't it? Big bowl in the context of this final. 3 down, game down. Was his third bowl. Scotty Boshen draws the shot and puts it in a place, Tice, that
Very difficult to
Nev
get to.
Brown is going to struggle to get back to and set it out.
He might be able to turn it once, maybe, around the jack, but
Can he use his front one out to the right to get back to it?
yeah, potentially sort of hard to see with the angles.
Obviously would need to miss the jack on the way through.
Interesting to see what sort of weight he plays here, whether he just sort of tries to dead draw or whether he tries to land the bowl out. The way he's played his couple of semi-finals, wouldn't be surprised if he gives this a good chance. Looks more just
Just a draw.
confident draw.
I don't think.
Oh, he's close.
Oh, is he a chance to miss the jack?
Oh, wow, Sammy.
Wasn't far away from missing the jack and ripping back to the shot bowl. What a great effort. Still one down. It's be a game of fine margins, Tice. Just misses.
Scotty will be looking to add here, and suddenly he can close out himself too if he gets this.
Yeah, it's got to be a pretty precise draw shot.
I don't think
Doesn't
he's
want to
jumped
turn Nevs in. It's out on the right hand side. Pretty careful with that.
it. Yeah.
Will you be? He's done all the damage with his third. He'll pick up one. Nev Brown still with the lead. 18 shots to 16. Sweet. Come towards the end. The final stages of our 2024 Henslow Vic Open. Have to agree with David Butterworth in the comments. All the club officials, markers, umpires, everyone else behind the scenes, as well as our sponsors and partners, and most importantly the players, for making it all a fantastic event with this year's Victorian Open. Tice, we'll see you back next year.
Yeah, definitely, mate. From a player's perspective, it's been a well-run event, and Bowls Victoria, once again, cracking job, as they always do.
Cannot pick a winner still in this singles final. This is end number 21. Still right in the balance. Scotty BOSCHEN group a few together here and put Nev under some pressure.
Doesn't like it. It's not a million miles away, however.
Yeah, he didn't love it out of the hand. It's not finished in a terrible spot. Still a bit of room for the shot to be drawn.
Nev not mucking around, wasting no time on the mat. Why would you when you do that? Great shot. He played good speed.
There it opens up for Nev to throw a second in though, Tyson. Yeah, he's close to victory.
Needs it to
Needs
hold
to
on
throw
past
it
the
in.
front. It has. Is it going to stop?
Oh, it's in for two and falls in behind the jack as well. What does Scotty come up with? He's just drawing, trying to land for the shot bowl or the second shot. Is that the go, or will he play more aggressive?
Nah, it's a bit too hard to with Neville's front one. Second shot's not a bad result here.
Even a real close third and give Nev as little room as possible to draw a third shot and win the game.
How's he going, Sam? It's not a mile away.
You want to get a piece of the jack. Tyson.
Scotty BOSCHEN.
Scotty BOSCHEN.
Wowee. Don't worry about second shot, boys. I'll trail the jack for three.
Two down. If he misses, Nev Brown has a chance to win the game. Gets a piece of the jack for three. Big time bowl from Scott BOSCHEN in this men's singles final.
Right back at you, Neville Brown.
Yeah, that's it. Nev's still got last bowl this end. Not over.
Interesting.
What is he going? Lining up at the pack and try and get rid of a few bowls here.
No, I think with the fact that he's going back in, he must be. Oh no. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't the best delivery. It didn't go out how he would have liked it. What a turnaround in this game. Scott BOSCHEN picks up 3 shots.
And takes the lead, Sammy.
And takes the lead and is only 2 away from the win. Ah, well, we said Scotty BOSCHEN had picked up numbers early on in this game.
Scoring and scoring well.
There was going to be a chance for a number. And there it was. Backhand trail of the jack. 2 down to 3 up.
Could this be our last hand either way? Or is there a couple more twists in the tail yet? Fair opener 2 from Scotty, just past the jack.
Oh, when you're 2 away from victory, that is exactly what you're after. Put the pressure on Nev early.
Looks like he's just got a bit on this.
I reckon Scotty BOSCHEN's been trying to play this length for the last 4 or 5 ends where he's had the mat and hasn't been able to throw the Jake anywhere near long enough. Now he hasn't, he's nailed his first. Can he throw his second in as well?
Front toucher here puts a lot of pressure on.
Try and nail a line.
He's just got to get down.
Yeah, always wide. Alright, bit of room here for Nev to get a good second shot.
Looks under the line.
Tries to hold on a long way.
Oh, he's got a little bit of speed, which helped.
Slices the Jack.
He's got his bowl now, Jack High.
Still played back in and draw to his own first one, or will he change here?
I think he's got to go back in. Try and touch a Jack. Sneaks through the gap, gets something past.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play forehand and then land something else and fill a gap there.
Neville obviously got 2 bowls past the Jack. Potentially chance to win the game himself. Scotty trying to go back to the tee, I think. That's got a lot of value, that bowl.
Nev Brown just needs to jump on the mat and draw the shot here. 1, maybe 2 down.
What's happening here?
Just over the speed. Well, it's been a strange old end. Scotty BOSCHEN played a very, very good opening bowl.
He may nearly be holding match here.
I'm not, the front one's nearly in for second.
He's sort of got to try and draw and split the back to
He's
it.
got to
If
split them up. He can't leave it open to... Like, been a remarkable trail of the Jack, given there's not really any target. What are you playing? Are you adding a good second shot? Or are you going a bit further back and leaving that alone and trying to get to a spot where it covers everything?
Trying to sort of split the back two, I think, and if you're shy of that, then you do count.
Yeah, you're almost counting and covering if you're getting anywhere near back the centre line in here.
Switching to the forehand, which would indicate he may be playing that shot to sort of split the 2 bowls up. How's he going for speed?
Yeah, I think he's into the head here.
Well,
Leaves plenty of gaps either side of the Jack to go through.
Scott BOSCHEN,
Is holding game.
one hand on the title of the Victorian Open. Does Neville play the shot to win the game, or does he try and draw the shot?
What are you going? Dead draw?
Oh, no guts, no glory. Trail the Jack for the win.
I like that.
Oh, he's running. He's running, Sam. What's he got here?
It's not far away, Tyson. It's a
Got the Jack!
Oh boy! That's the biggest oh boy of all time.
Crikey!
I'm not really sure what's happened. Is it? He might have a couple.
I think it's 1 to Neville.
He saved the game either way. Scotty BOSCHEN concedes 1. Nev happy to take it. There's a bit of discussion between both players. We continue.
Another twist in the story, Sam.
Saves the game.
Where else would you rather be than Traralgon Bowls Club right now?
19 apiece. I'm assuming we're going back to this short to medium length end that Nev Brown had been dominating on.
Both players need 2 for victory.
All right, and we go again. We go again.
Nifty Neville. Sneaking past the jack again. Is this a tactic, Sam? Get the balls past the jack and then just get it.
Super Charlie Jack will drive the jack and hit a back bowl and hope it hangs around for a number. Unique tactic.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Scotty's drawing the shot again.
Very good start. Lands about a bowl and a half in front of the jack.
Marginally more consistent in these past couple of ends.
Better here, Tice.
A little bit of a feather too, which helps him get right to the front of the jack.
Oh, and falls in front. That could make all the difference.
Good shot, but an ultimate result there for Nev.
Yeah, the bit where it fell onto the line has really helped. What do you play if you're Scotty BOSCHEN? You try and open it up now.
I think you sort of play that yard, try and clip him off, sneak past yourself. The thing for Scotty is he does have last bowl, so he can afford to play the shot early, back himself. Similar area to Nev. What's he doing? Oh, just bellied his bowl. Off the front of the jack. Says our marker. Important for Nev to get another one in the area here. He's played it pretty well. That's a great shot.
Oh, that's
Left no target for Scotty either.
pretty fair. Holding a couple, holding game.
Good idea from Scotty just to come down, assess the situation.
Callum Litfin reckons he'd peel that off the front of the jack clean. Get that right out of there.
I'm not that good. Does he go here?
I think he goes and tries to get it over the jack and get it out of bounds to give himself a bit of room to draw the shot.
It's on the forehand.
If he clips his own out, so be it.
Oh, he's just trying to draw a second shot by the look of things.
Right, just backing himself to draw as close as he can.
Needs to get down.
Don't think it's going to. Does he hurry past? Or he doesn't hurry past to get the spot. So Nev, holding game, already has one on the spot. Throw another one on the spot. Whole game there as well.
I think you have to. Scotty can't get both of Neville's bowls out without the jack going somewhere. Draw the tee and make Scotty play a tough shot. Don't really know what he's doing.
Oh, those watching on the live stream in the comments are nervous. So are we in the commentary box. I don't know how the players are going. Nev Brown with his last bowl of the end. Holding game. Scotty BOSCHEN still with one left.
Looks
What's
like
he doing?
trying
He's
to
just
draw
drawing.
another. Oh, he doesn't want to get the outside.
Doesn't want to turn this. Oh, Tice. He's turned it 2 rolls in for second shot.
What is happening?
Not quite sure if anyone's keen on winning the game.
Wowee.
Keeping us on the edge of our seats. Well,
It's almost copped the one down. He can't afford to try and pop it. Gets it through the jack. Could be 2 down.
can he play enough weight to... Nah, it's too risky, isn't it?
God,
I was going to say to pop it just out to... This orange here, down the line.
I think he has to cop the one down, Sam. As tough as it is, back himself to get...
He can't play
shot the
a
next end.
soft draw and accidentally just touch it.
No.
It's enough for 2 down. You got nowhere near it. Lining up backhand. How is he going to try and draw the shot here? Just the one down.
Sam, he's not a mile away from that shot bowl. What is happening?
Don't.
Oh no!
Oh!
What is going on?
Wow!
I think it's
Is
still
that
only
move the
one.
jack enough for 2 or still 1? Not really sure where Nev's gone. Nev couldn't bear to watch. He's back now. We continue somehow. One shot the way of Neville Brown.
He might have been off signing early autographs, maybe,
Yeah.
Sam.
He gets one closer, 20 shots to 19.
Do you pot the jack, Sam? Or do you back yourself to draw like you have been for the rest of the match?
No, I think he's been going well enough. He's got runs of ends throughout this match.
Just getting a bit of me time on the camera. He's had a couple of hours of it already. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's held game a couple times.
He's chucked this a bit longer than what he's
He
been
has.
trying.
It's nearly on a... Surely not. Surely he hasn't done that on purpose. To
I
put
don't-
the jack in the ditch with the opening bowl.
Nah, just on the draw.
Oh. How's he gone here? It's
not a horrible
pretty
start.
starting openings. He get a piece of the jack. Just slides on through. Yeah, not a bad starter, given where the jack is situated on this end.
How's he going for speed? Just sneaking past as well, but
Good,
it's a
but not
shot.
quite getting back. Good opener. Very good. What a game of lawn bowls. Is it getting back?
He's a bit quick, I think, Sam.
Yeah, he didn't really fix up the speed. He's opening bowled in Nev Brown.
Oh, he's fraction high again, but maybe enough for 2.
Yep, definitely a couple. Nev just needs a correction on the weight here.
His line's been pretty good with both bowls.
Line's not terrible again.
All in his speed. Is he going to stop? Oh, he snuck through the hole.
Goes on past.
But it's back to 1.
Second shot. Room for Scotty BOSCHEN to add the second in.
Oh, Neville's just moved behind the ring.
He's gone from a drink as Scotty BOSCHEN's lining up to draw the shot on the mat, ready to go.
Taking his time.
Quick bit of a
composed
reset.
himself.
Yep.
Well done.
There's the tension in the air.
Cut it with a knife, I reckon. He's slightly under the line.
Has he thrown this far enough for it to hold on and still count?
That's enough for 2.
Yes! Yes, it has!
Wowee,
Now
Sam.
Scotty BOSCHEN holds game. Nev Brown, with 1 to come, has, a foot or so of room?
I don't know what he's going to do.
2 foot to draw the shot.
I've got a feeling he might run the jack.
No, surely not. Which way is he lined up here? Backhand?
Backhand
He's backed
draw.
himself to draw the shot. Nev Brown
How's
held
his-
game the previous end. Now
Oh, he's
needs
on the
this to
trot.
save it.
He's on the trot.
Is it running far enough?
He's asked for a hold. It may be second shot.
Oh, it's Fell out. I think Scotty BOSCHEN thinks he might be holding a couple.
I don't think Nev's going to concede.
And it was right for second shot until it fell out. That's made it much closer than it looks on that camera angle. What do you do here if you got to be certain you're holding two to?
If I was Neville, I wouldn't be conceding.
Absolutely not.
Make him play the bowls. Scotty thinks he's holding game. He's not playing his last bowl. He wouldn't want to be wrong.
I don't think I've ever seen a final like this.
He has to be almost certain that he's got it.
So right now it stands at 19-20, the way of Nev Brown. We've taken one Scott BOSCHEN bowl out, so it's 20 apiece, and it's a laser measure for second shot.
Oh boy, wowee. It's all happening.
This is the difference between us playing another end. Scott BOSCHEN taking home the men's singles title.
He has to be that confident that it's his.
To not play the last bowl, has to be confident.
You wouldn't want to be wrong. Neville's not conceding.
We don't have a bad angle of this actually in the commentary box here. We're actually at a good angle. I reckon it might be two.
I think so, Sam. But
I said earlier the flat bowl usually wins, but we'll wait.
Mel's over there, getting ready for some happy snaps. Is it two?
The laser measure. We'll wait to see which bowl's flicked out. If it's two, Scotty BOSCHEN has won the title.
Drum roll, please. Scotty BOSCHEN's our Victorian Open champion.
Unbelievable game of bowls.
Wowee. What a match.
Wins 21 shots to 20 to take home the men's singles final for the 2024 Henselite Vic Open. Both players held match throughout. And eventually, Scotty BOSCHEN gets it done. 21 shots to 20.
Neville Brown can hold his head high.
Absolutely a fantastic run by both players to get to this stage. Both are in quality form coming into the game.
Scotty BOSCHEN.
What a match.
What a match, Sammy.
Oh, that wraps it all up. Completion. A fitting finish to what's been a fantastic 2024 Vic Open down here in Gippsland. A big thanks to all our partners who are on board. Henselite, our naming partner. All our host clubs, including Traralgon and Morwell Bowls Club, have hosted the last couple of finals days.
What a fitting way to end the Vic Open, mate.
All our officials, volunteers, players, and all those behind the scenes who have made the last 10 days what it has. A thoroughly enjoyable tournament. Pleasure to commentate and be a part of. Tice, thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for
a
having me,
cracking
mate.
way to finish the tournament.
That was insane.
Scotty BOSCHEN, our men's singles champion for the 2024 Henselite Vic Open. That's all from us. I'll see you at State Champs Week in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks, Tice.
In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members, visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.